So here's a variety that I didn't think was gonna germinate real well for me, but apparently I was incorrect. So really I have two varieties here. I have wild Za'atar oregano, and then I also have Evivi Ntor Basil, which is an African basil variety that I got from Baker Creek. So here's the wild Za'atar oregano seedlings. I germinated these in water, and then I just sprinkled them on top of the soil right after they germinated, right after I saw that tail poking out of the seed. Just like with these basil, but the basil I actually germinated on top of the soil, and it took about 3 days, I believe, and they're germinating indoors with no heat. So what I used was some regular old compost, purchased from Home Depot, compost and manure mix. And then I took these water bottle tops. I just basically cut the top third of the water bottle off, and I turn it upside down, keep the cap on there to keep the water in, and also to keep the soil in. And then I just use these water catch trays, and I line them up with a bunch of these tops, and I just fill them up with soil and plant whatever I need into them, or whatever has small root systems and can transplant easily, or handles transplanting well, just like oregano does or like basil does. So I sprinkled. The fact that I didn't think they were gonna do well, I only sprinkled about 3 sets of these cups with the whole packet of seeds. So I'm assuming there's gonna be about 10 plus plants per one of these cups. And I'm gonna transplant these out into 15-gallon grow bags. And I'm gonna let them grow as a bunch. I just wanted to basically show that fast and simple germination method. You can see there's no water in the water catch tray. It's just to basically hold these cups. And I make sure I only put just enough water on these seedlings. I use this little squirt bottle here. And you can also see some of these name tags, like Jimmy Nardello, that's a sweet pepper. Apocalypse Scorpion, that's a hot pepper. I actually had those varieties in these little cups about 2 or 3 months ago, and they didn't germinate. So I just basically decided to reuse the soil, and I just replanted. I didn't take the seeds out, and I'm hoping that these pepper seeds might still germinate, but if they don't, no issues there. Now what I did do with these basil seedlings is I slightly flooded the containers, because I know basil can germinate in water. If y'all watched my previous videos, you'll see me germinating basil seeds in water. And just like I said I did with these oregano seeds, I germinate them in water until those tails poke out. Oh yeah, just like this, matter of fact. I don't know how that napkin got in there. But yeah, basically just like this with this big stem broccoli. So seeing that the method worked so well for big stem broccoli, I decided that I would plant a bunch more, hundreds more actually. So I'm gonna sprinkle these. I'm gonna let them germinate for about 24 hours. And then I'm gonna sprinkle them on top of the grow bags. So I should have hundreds of these plants real soon. Big stem Chinese broccoli, which is another variation of Yatfa. So that's what I did with these Evivi and Ntor basil seedlings. Or no, that's what I did with this oregano, and that's what I kind of did with these Evivi basil seedlings. You can see they're slightly underwater. It's because there's no drainage, and that's allowing these seeds to kind of soak and pop right open. So that's what I got going on right now. See y'all in the next one.